This season dedicated to the memory of Joseph and Bernard Ganc, brother and grandfather, forever with us on the hunt. Have you ever dreamt of doing something that would call for you to step outside your comfort zone? Do you have the courage inside to accept that challenge? As an outdoorsman, every time we embark on a new adventure, our character, our will, our determination, and our drive are challenged. Follow as we attempt to define ourselves as hunters, outdoorsmen, and friends on this epic adventure. The harvest, that's the bonus. If it were always that easy, there would be no challenge, there would be no drive, there would be no will to get up and do it again. We are Wild Bout Huntin. Are you? This segment brought to you by DeJesus Family Chiropractic, improving lives with chiropractic. All right, this week's episode of Wild Bout Huntin', we're going to be going over a little bit of butchering and getting ourselves prepared in this first part of planning for our trip to Ohio. But what a hunt we had last week when we finished off a 2-day, little bit of a trek back home in PA with pouring down rain in the opening day archery season, and then finishing it off with a great night of hunting the second evening, and just having the whole entire team and family coming out and help us, track down and recover a big old doe. Let's get going and let's talk about what we're doing here with butchering our own deer. All the stuff that I've seen, there's a lot of different cuts, but there's seams here, and that's your different roasts and your different areas that you're going to look for what you want to cut. So basically what everybody says is just follow the seams. So we're going to just use the tip, and we should be able to get in here and break apart with our fingers once we, there we go. You're going to have a little bit of skin and fat, and once you kind of get that aside, see how I'm able to get in here now, and it's just a matter of finding those seams. Once you find those seams, it'll just peel itself right on back. Okay, another really nice piece of meat that we're going to be able to make into some really nice steaks. I got myself a little cleaned up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start taking and I'm going to start making some steaks, and it's basically pretty simple. You want to cut with the grain, so we're just going to make sure we have a good sharp knife. We're just going to cut little steaks. And what we'll do is we'll vacuum seal them. And actually something to try out too is get them all seasoned up and marinated before you seal them up, because this way all that vacuum sealing will draw all the spices and everything that you're going to put on your steak right in there. We're slowly getting there. I got the hindquarters all cut up, and all the steaks are there. We'll get them vacuum sealed a little later. Now I want to work on grinding some meat here, so I want to cut this up into some chunks, a little bit at a time. There we go. Making our ground meat. I got a lot of meat to grind here, but you got the gist of it. We're going to make our hamburger here. We'll get it all ground up, and we're going to be ready to eat here in a little while. So here's how you do it, folks. Learn how to butcher your own deer. You can have something really nice like this, some fresh deer meat. It doesn't cost you a lot of money, just a little bit of back back work and labor on your own time, and you can take this on your next hunting trip. So do-it-yourself hunting and getting ourselves all ready for an Ohio hunting trip. But I had 37 venison patties that I prepared here, and we were kind of trying to figure out how to package them. So we've got pre-cut quart bags, which are great. You can buy them from Food Saver. We put 2 patties in one, and then we stacked them 4. And I think what we're going to do is I'm gonna do them all in 4. That seems to be the most efficient way to do it. And you know, I mean, they seal them right in there. I've got them seasoned, like I said. You know, I put time into it. Took me a little while, but I got this deer all butchered up on my own, and I saved myself some money. If I go to the local butcher, it's going to cost me $100 to $150 to get that deer butchered. And they do a wonderful job, and you don't have to worry about anything. But I got a little bit more satisfaction out of extending the hunt, bringing that deer home, doing it all on my own, and preparing that meat to be able to feed the family and go forward onto the hunt to Ohio. Not only are we getting our food preparation taken care of, but making sure that, again, shooting your bow. How often do you shoot your bow and make sure that it's dialed in and your form is good, and you're not, you know, you're not jumping the string, or you're not jerking, or whatever the case may be. So what I try to do is shoot as often as I can. I live in an area where I don't get a chance to walk out my back door that often to shoot, so when I do, it's only a short distance, maybe 10 yards, but I'm shooting off a deck, an elevated deck. So I'm shooting down. It gives me that perception of sitting in a tree stand.
DeJesus Family Chiropractic offers exceptional dental care for all individuals, from the youngest newborn to the most fragile senior citizen. Chiropractic is for the benefit of all individuals for health, wellness, and the enjoyment of life, with less pain, more mobility, and adding vitality to your years. Choose chiropractic as part of a healthy lifestyle. DeJesus Family Chiropractic, improving lives, chiropractic.
It's here, the most innovative field dressing kit ever, developed by Raptor Razor. Its huge ergonomically designed hook on the Mako cuts quick with precision. The big game Skinner cuts through the toughest of places, saves you time in the field. Each kit comes with multiple blades, completely interchangeable. It's like no other knife made. For the full line of accessories, go to our website, www.raptorrazor.com. That's www.raptorrazor.com.
I block the wind, the cold. I block the rain, noise, and smells. I block the voice in your head that says, go home. Scent blocker.
Hi, I'm Jeff Foxworthy here to tell you about an exciting new product called the Buck Cage. The Buck Cage provides a quick and easy, no-mess solution for scent dispersal. Simply add half an ounce of your preferred scent and insert the dispenser. Within minutes, the polymer beads go to work absorbing the scent and are ready to dispense it for weeks at your favorite hunting location. The Buck Cage is Redneck approved and ready to help you cage your next buck. Get your Buck Cage and refill packs at buckcage.com.
This segment brought to you by Deer Track Design. From custom decals to state-of-the-art printing, no order's too small. If you can dream it, we can print it. Got all the preparation done as far as our butchering and packaging there for the meat and everything for the trip. We talked a little bit towards the end there about how we train and making sure you're in best physical shape you can possibly be. Last week's episode, we touched a little bit on that. Let's get a little bit more involved into the actual working out and what I actually do at home. And this is my recommendation to you. Again, we're looking to help you save some dollars that you can put into buying maybe some new equipment that you might want, or doing something else you might want to do other than hunting. Who knows? So what I have is just a regular set of dumbbells that are adjustable, and they're a set of Bowflex dumbbells, and allows me to adjust the weight for the different exercise routines or the different exercises that I'm going to do. So some of the things that I'm going to kind of work on, we're going to show you through the progression phase here. I don't have leg extensions, I don't have leg curls, there's nothing fancy that I can do there, but I can do squats. And so one of the things that I'll do is I'll do a dumbbell set squats, and I'll do the heaviest weights that I can hold are 52.5-pound dumbbells. So I'll work my way up to that, and I'll do so many high repetitions because I'm doing a lot of walking when I'm in the woods. So I want the conditioning level as well as the strength level. So I'll do 2-3 sets of 12-15 repetitions of those squats. And then I'll go into either a standard lunge or a walking lunge just to kind of make it a little bit different and work on those muscles in your lower body, you know, the big quadriceps and the hip muscles, the things that you're going to need when you're packing something out and supporting that weight and climbing those mountains, climbing those trees. So you want to make sure that you make you work on your leg strength as much as you can, because that's what's going to keep you sustained to be able to go up and down those hills and chase these deer where they are and get to where you need to be. I do 2-arm dumbbell rows, and that is kind of a way that I can simulate the pulling of the bow back a little bit, and then I'll do a single arm dumbbell row. And when I train my wife, she gets a little confused on how to do them, so some of the times I'll teach her, just listen, just think about pulling a lawnmower, and that's all you're doing. You're starting a lawnmower up when you're doing these dumbbell rows. All right, the other thing you can do are upright rows, okay? And that's very simple, but all with dumbbells. And the last thing I do on that day is we do triceps. So what I'll do is standing overhead tricep extensions, okay? 2 hands together with the dumbbells, and then I'll do tricep kickbacks, which are just single arm dumbbell kickbacks. And that's a full workout for me. And it takes me maybe a half an hour, 40 minutes to do that workout because I don't take a lot of rest in between the sets that I do. And it allows me to come home from work, change, get my workout in, and then go on to the next task or next part of my day, whether it's spending time with my son, my wife, dinner, going out, getting ready to do something for the show, whatever the case may be. You gotta manage your time, and being able to exercise at home and maybe sometimes with your family is part of what the whole experience is about. The next day that I usually do is when I break it up, I do some chest, some shoulders, and then some biceps, okay? Chest press, really simple. I'm lying down on the floor, I'm doing some dumbbell chest press and a couple of sets of dumbbell flies, and hey, don't forget about those good old standard push-ups. There's nothing better than doing push-ups. You got a little kid, have them sit on your back and have some fun with it. They'll have fun because they're getting some kind of a ride going up and down with dad and making you work hard, but they're helping you train, and that's a good part of keeping your family involved in the whole concept. From there, we do some shoulder work, shoulder presses. Listen, anybody who shoots a bow knows the wear and tear on your shoulders. So the better you can condition and maintain your shoulder strength and your shoulder joints, the better you're going to be able to sustain shooting a bow a lot longer into your life and enjoying the sport of archery like that. So we'll do shoulder presses, we'll do some lateral raises, we'll do front raises, and really, again, you're looking at 12-15 repetitions when I'm doing that and really putting that time into training. And then the last thing is some bicep curls, and this is going to help you again with pulling that bow back, okay? It's part of that whole combination of getting yourself physically and mentally prepared. And don't give yourself a lot of break in between. You know, continuously push yourself, continuously, don't stop. Got my weight training in this morning, and got some work done around the house. Got a backpack on the back, and we're gonna go for a nice walk. It's about 12:30 Saturday, July 18th, and it's hot already, so we're gonna do a good walk today.
DeJesus Family Chiropractic offers exceptional dental care for all individuals, from the youngest newborn to the most fragile senior citizen. Chiropractic is for the benefit of all individuals for health, wellness, and the enjoyment of life, with less pain, more mobility, and adding vitality to your years. Choose chiropractic as part of the healthy lifestyle. DeJesus Family Chiropractic, improving lives, chiropractic.
Serious hunters demand superior performance within their gear. Success in the field hinges on your ability to adapt to his environment. The tools employed for these adaptations define you. Out here, our reputation is what defines us. Muddy Outdoors. Serious gear for serious hunters.
Bison is American, like backyard tailgates and touchdowns. Heading out on opening weekend and bagging that giant 12-point. Taking a weekend to get off the grid. No cell phone, no emails, just the great outdoors. That's the Bison spirit. If you're looking for gear that works as hard as you do, Bison coolers are made to last in the United States of America. BisonCoolers.com.
Hi, I'm Jeff Foxworthy here to tell you about an exciting new product called the Buck Cage. The Buck Cage provides a quick and easy, no-mess solution for scent dispersal. Simply add half an ounce of your preferred scent and insert the dispenser. Within minutes, the polymer beads go to work absorbing the scent and are ready to dispense it for weeks at your favorite hunting location. The Buck Cage is Redneck approved and ready to help you cage your next buck. Get your Buck Cage and refill packs at buckcage.com.
This segment brought to you by Nightstar Munitions, family owned and operated, located at 318 Yorktown Drive, Hazleton, Pennsylvania. New adventure here. Definitely something everyone has to do during the summer months in the off season. Absolute blast. You are going to love it. It not only does it allow you to extend your hunting season beyond what our normal season dates are, but it's just, you get out on the water, you can take your family out, you can have a great time, and you're fishing at night, you're hunting at night. We don't get to do that much here in Pennsylvania or anywhere for that matter, so it's a lot of fun. What we did is we teamed up with a good friend of mine, like I said, Dan O'Donnell with Daniel's Taxidermy, and I've known Dan for several years now. We used to work together at a hospital many years ago, and that's how we met. And Dan's been fishing on the Susquehanna, really out by the Sunbury area where the three legs of the Susquehanna come together. And what a beautiful area, what a beautiful area. We got there probably about 7:30 in the evening, the day that we were out fishing, and probably launched the boat sometime after 8 o'clock, quarter after 8. The sun was just starting to set. Really, really warm evening. It was a lot of fun. There were kids coming off the river with their parents in a boat, but it was really calm. It was the water was like just glass. It was crystal clear. It was beautiful, the scenery, and then just the ride out. I mean, we must have gone 5-6 miles. I don't even know what direction we went in, south, north, whatever, down the river. And the ride down to where we were going to start bow fishing was just beautiful. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better. The sun was setting. We had a gorgeous sunset out in front of us. There were campgrounds on either side, the mountains. It was just really, really fun ride. And, you know, you had the water splashing up all around you as you're going by, just enjoying it. Dan was talking to me about, you know, the different depths and how this is going to take place. And he's got a really good, nice tracker boat and got a nice light set up on the front. So it was neat to see how he got everything all kind of ready to go, and then just go out and all the electronics that he has. I mean, folks, I don't have a boat. I'm not a person who, you know, does a lot of fishing on a boat. But let me tell you, you've got to know, you know, the water. You've really got to know the water, and you know, all your fish finders and your sonics and whatnot, and who the heck, I don't know. You got to have that equipment, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to navigate, especially at night, because you don't know where a rock is or when a log's going to pop up on you, and God forbid you rip that hole apart and you sink in the middle of the river. It's not good. It's not going to be pretty. But what a nice night, and looking forward to having a really good time, and a good time it was. Oh, right behind him. Cross over there. That was a nice caddy. That was a nice caddy. I shot right behind him. All right, so what are we going bow fishing for? Well, here in Pennsylvania, the only things we can really bow fish for are catfish and carp. I slung a lot of arrows, really sore the next day. Back was tired from standing and holding the bow for so long. But we did put fish in the boat. You know, thankfully for Dan, we did put fish in the boat.
Oh boy. Everybody duck.
Uh-oh. My bad.
My bad.
Sorry, I got excited. You get your arrow?
You got a fish on?
I do. What you doing?
All right.
I think. Sure is. Here you go, Dennis. Hold on, I'll come with you. Oh, God, yeah. You reel your line up there. He's coming.
I don't even know what it is. I think a caddy. Nice caddy.
A nice caddy.
Nice caddy.
Oh,
right on the ball. Look at that.
That's what it's about, right? There you go.
Good job, Danny.
Way to go, Danny. Nice shooting, buddy.
Good job.
That's a nice caddy.
Nice. Ooh, he's gonna taste good.
Some good fillets on that, baby. This segment brought to you by Paul's Auto Center, providing emergency roadside assistance and towing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, serving the Hazleton area for over 30 years. All right, well, what an exciting bow fishing trip I had with Dan O'Donnell from Dan's Taxidermy. Really enjoyed myself. I can't wait to get back out next summer and get back on the river and hopefully hit a lot more fish than I missed this time around. Now, we're gonna go back to Pennsylvania again, and team member Jim Sharp on an early inline muzzleloader antlerless deer hunt. And let me tell you something, well, this is an interesting hunt.
I go up, sit down on tall oaks in the box blind in the swamp. Now the guys will tell you it's not a box blind, that it's a luxury box. Getting all ready, first light, about an hour into it, I have deer coming from my left.
Yes, deer coming from the left?
Deer coming from the left?
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing that?
You know what? I don't.
Let's pull the cue card up. Jimmy, make sure your camera equipment is ready.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't he say something about,
It was ready.
but he had a day off to have that day would give him
That
everything
day
to be
before it
ready?
was raining.
That's right.
I could see and count 5. They're about 75 to 85 yards out to my left. So I try to adjust the camera to get ready.
So, Jim's got 5 deer coming into him?
Yeah.
You remember seeing any of them?
No, I don't. He said about adjusting the camera and getting it ready, but
Most cameras have a record button.
yeah. I wonder, did Jim press that button?
I don't remember saying about pressing the record button.
Yeah, me either. So I think our next tip for Jimmy would be,
So what's he waiting for?
I don't know. Didn't he say something about camera on the right,
Yeah, and the deer went to the left.
to the left?
To my left.
So why didn't we see the deer to the left either?
Maybe because we need a second angle camera?
I pull out the old inline smoke pole, get a good picture in the scope, pull a hammer back, and I let one fly. When the smoke clears, I reload, get ready to go look to see if I hit it.
So Jim took a shot. And did you see that footage?
I saw a picture
I thought that was the footage that he filmed.
on the whiteboard.
Oh, that was a whiteboard.
I thought it was a whiteboard.
You know, I've been hunting down at Tall Oaks with Jim, and it really looked pretty similar to what Tall Oaks looks like. I saw the luxury box there, and the mountain, and the swamp, but you're telling me that was a whiteboard?
I guess so.
So we don't have it on film?
I didn't see it on film, did you?
Oh, man. Jimmy, kill shot? Not on film? You trying to sub that in with a whiteboard?
Text Dennis, I got a doe down. I get out and I start to go follow the blood trail to recover it. As soon as I get over where I shot, I find a great blood trail and I start trailing it.
And I get this text from Jim and says, "Big doe down." And I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to see the footage. I knew he had lots of cameras set up in that blind. He's had them set up many times before. I had no doubt in my mind that this was going to be an awesome hunt.
Wally, I thought this was starting to come together for Jim at the end here. We had a blood trail.
And finally, there she is, laying down underneath a big laurel bush.
We did see a deer, finally.
And it was on the ground. I was concerned because that laurel bush looked like it was getting the best of you.
It did. It did.
How about we do an interview after the shot?
Yeah, Jim, where's the interview at?
Great job, buddy. We're proud of you. And you said it right. It was about having fun, and that's what we really want to make sure that you enjoyed your hunt just as much as we enjoyed seeing it. Sorry, man. Had to get that last little jab right in there. But hey, thanks for joining us this week on Wild Bout Huntin', and we'll see you next week somewhere in the hunting woods. Wild Bout Huntin' is also proud to partner with these fine sponsors.